ma'am.
Dia, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, keep your video on. And then Akshat and you, please start.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Manju ma'am.
Ma'am, may I start?
Yes, yes, Dia. Go on.
Swami Vivekananda said, "The moment I have realized God sitting in a temple of every human body, the moment I stand in reverence before every human being and see God in him, that moment I'm free from bondages, everything that binds vanishes, and I'm free." With these beautiful words, I, Dia Dhamija, a student of class 12th, with my co host Akshat Bhardwaj from class 9th, welcome you all, our esteemed principal ma'am, prestigious guest, my dedicated teachers, and my dear school fellows, to today's Youth Day event. A very happy National Youth Day to all of you.
In 1984, the Indian government first declared to celebrate the birthday of Swami Vivekananda as the National Youth Day. Since then, the day has been celebrated all over the country on 12th January every year. The main aim of the government is to make a better future for the country by motivating the youths through the way of their life and ideas of Swami Vivekananda. As a small tribute to Swami Vivekananda, our students of class 9th to 12th have prepared some activities. Firstly, I would like to invite Lavanya and Gaurav to present the biography of Swami Vivekananda. Please go ahead.
A very good morning to respected principal man, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Gaurav Vish, student of class 12th D, and on this youth day, I'm going to give a speech on Swami Vivekananda's life. Today, we all are celebrating World Youth Day. This day is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was living embodiment of Indian Vedic Sanatan culture, who introduced the whole world to Vedic based moral values of India. Culture religion Swamiji was well versed in Vedas, literature, and history. Swamiji was born on 12 January 1863 in Kolkata. Swamiji childhood name was Narendra Das Dutt. His father name was Vishwanath Dutt, was a well-known and successful lawyer. He got a chance to understand the religion and Sanatan culture closely from his mother, Bhuvneshwari Devi, and she was an intelligent and religious woman. Swamiji decided to leave the family at the age of 25 and become sannyasi. Swamiji made Ramakrishna Parhans his guru, and after his death, he founded Ramakrishna. Swamiji, representing India in Chicago, said, "My American brothers and sisters," and the meet was coming for 5 minutes with a thunderous applause. He propagated and spread the importance of education to the country and abroad. He believed that the youth of a country determines the future of a country. He, if the youth is educated and walk in the right path, then we can make the future of the country bright. So Swamiji birthday is celebrated as Youth Day all over India. At the age of 39, Swamiji ignited the world in meditation with light of literature and education and the policies after he died. Swamiji precious thought gave us such as wake up and wake up others and make your human birth successful. Don't stop the mind till the goal is achieved. The education by which we can make our life and become human, can form characters and normalize our thoughts. That is really the worth of education and lead the way. If we see that today's scenario, corruption is evil crime and sway in the country, which is like a mine, and the country is being eaten inside. In such situations, to the awaken the youth power of the country and make them aware of their duties toward the nation. It is very important to tell them that staying in the country and serving their nation is true patriotism. With determination and they move forward for its development. They also lead the country towards progress. Thank you.
Lavanya, please go ahead.
नमस्कार प्रधानाचार्य जी, अध्यापक गण और मेरे प्रिय सहपाठियों, मैं लावण्या कक्षा 10वीं अ की छात्रा आप सभी के समक्ष युवा दिवस के अवसर पर स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के जीवन वृत्तांत के बारे में बताना चाहती हूँ। आज हम सब विश्व युवा दिवस मना रहे हैं। यह दिन स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के जन्म दिवस के दिन मनाया जाता है। स्वामी विवेकानंद भारतीय वैदिक सनातन संस्कृति की जीवंत प्रतिमूर्ति थे, जिन्होंने संपूर्ण विश्व को भारत की संस्कृति, धर्म के मूल आधार और नैतिक मूल्यों का परिचय कराया। स्वामी जी वेद, साहित्य और इतिहास की विद्या में निपुण थे। इनका जन्म 12 जनवरी 1863 को कलकत्ता में हुआ था। स्वामी जी का वास्तविक नाम नरेंद्र दास दत्त था। इनके पिताजी विश्वनाथ दत्त एक नामी और सफल वकील थे। इनकी माता भुवनेश्वरी देवी बुद्धिमान व धार्मिक प्रवृत्ति की थीं। उन्हें अपनी माता से ही हिंदू धर्म और सनातन संस्कृति को करीब से समझने का मौका मिला। स्वामी जी ने 25 वर्ष की आयु में ही परिवार छोड़कर सन्यासी बनने का निश्चय किया। इन्होंने रामकृष्ण परमहंस जी को अपना गुरु बनाया और उनकी मृत्यु के उपरांत रामकृष्ण संघ की स्थापना की। शिकागो में स्वामी जी ने भारत का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए कहा, मेरे अमेरिकी भाइयों और बहनों। तब सभागार तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से 5 मिनट तक गूंजता रहा। उन्होंने शिक्षा के महत्व का देश विदेश तक प्रचार व प्रसार किया। उनका मानना था कि युवा ही किसी भी देश का भविष्य निर्धारित करता है। अगर युवा शिक्षित और सही मार्ग पर चले तो वह देश के भविष्य को उज्जवल बना सकता है। इसीलिए स्वामी जी के जन्म दिवस को पूरे विश्व में युवा दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है। मात्र 39 वर्ष की आयु में स्वामी जी ने विश्व को धर्म, साहित्य, शिक्षा और नीति की ज्योति से प्रज्वलित कर दिया था। उसके उपरांत उनकी मृत्यु हो गई, परंतु स्वामी जी के अनमोल विचार हमें आज भी प्रेरणा देते हैं। जैसे उठो, जागो, स्वयं जागकर औरों को जगाओ और अपने मनुष्य जीवन को सफल बनाओ, और तब तक नहीं रुको जब तक सफलता प्राप्त ना कर लो। जिस शिक्षा से हम अपना जीवन निर्माण कर सकें, मनुष्य बन सकें, चरित्र गठन कर सकें और विचारों का सामंजस्य कर सकें, वही वास्तव में शिक्षा कहलाने योग्य है। आज के परिदृश्य में देखें तो देश में भ्रष्टाचार, बुराई, अपराध का बोलबाला है, जो घुन बनकर देश को अंदर ही अंदर खाए जा रहा है। ऐसे में देश की युवा शक्ति को जागृत करना और उन्हें राष्ट्र के प्रति कर्तव्यों का बोध कराना हमारा अत्यंत आवश्यक है। उन्हें यह बताना कि देश में ही रहकर अपने देश की सेवा करना सच्ची देशभक्ति होती है। देश का भविष्य उसके नौजवानों पर टिका होता है। यदि किसी भी देश के युवा सकारात्मक सोच के साथ देश की प्रगति के लिए आगे कार्य करते हैं और एक दृढ़ संकल्प लेकर उसके विकास के लिए अग्रसर होते हैं, तो वह देश को भी उन्नति की ओर अग्रसर करते हैं। आज हम सभी का यह दायित्व बनता है कि हम युवा स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के सिखाए हुए मार्ग पर चलें। धन्यवाद।
That was full of facts and very knowledgeable. Thank you for the facts. And now, before inviting another participant, I would like to invite Nikita ma'am to present a short welcome video.
शारदा प्राणाराम रामकृष्ण तनय तुम शारदा प्राणाराम शारदा प्राणाराम भारत की आत्मा तुम भारत की आत्मा तुम अंतर की आवाज हे आनंद विवेकानंद हे महायोगी राज परम प्रेम मुरति परम प्रेम मुरति हे गरीब नवाज हे आनंद विवेकानंद हे महायोगी राज हे आनंद विवेकानंद हे महायोगी राज हे महायोगी राज हे महायोगी राज हे महायोगी राज हे महायोगी
Thank you, ma'am. And now I would like to invite Ashwani from class 9th A to present his slogan.
Hello everyone, I am Ashwini Pratap. I am here to represent my digital slogan. This slogan talks about how youth is the future of our country and its education is very important. The education of youth ensures great future for youth as well as our country, as educated youth is very productive and leads the country towards its development. Swami Vivekanand, on whose birthday we are celebrating Youth Day, also had the views that education is an important thing. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.
Very well done, Ashwani.
Okay, so before going next, I would love to ask you everyone is enjoying?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So all are feeling this
Very
peaceful
much.
and
Very
positive
divine
vibes.
presentation. Very divine presentation.
This positive vibes. Hope you all can feel it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, dear.
Yes,
yes.
Dia.
So furthermore, I would like to invite Yuvraj from class 9th to present his slogan.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, Yuvraj, it's visible better.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. My name is Yuvraj Singh, and today I am going to share my slogan. This phase has got us such a wonderful meaning. It was important to take risks in life. Only if you try new things, the unseen world of wisdom and knowledge could be seen. Thank you.
Yuvraj, please repeat that.
Okay, ma'am. Hello everyone, thank you for having me here today. My name is Yuvraj Singh and today I am going to share my slogan. This phase has got such a wonderful meaning. It was important to take risks in life. Only if you try new things, the unseen world of wisdom and knowledge could be seen. Thank you.
Very well said, very well. Okay, so let's continue, Akshat.
Now I would request Arham from 11th D to present his slogan.
Hello everyone, I am Arham of class 11th and I am going to present my slogan. My slogan is all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. That means there are no restrictions in human potential. A man can do anything and everything and he wants to do. God resides within us. When you are God yourself, who can stop you? One can achieve whatever they are determined about, and one just needs to believe in their dreams. Thank you.
Nicely said, Aram. Everything you said was true.
Thank you, Aram. Furthermore, I would love to invite Kana Verma for presenting slogan.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kana Verma from class 10th A, and today I would like to share a quote from Swami Vivekananda. On this event, on this event, he once quoted that in a day when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling on a wrong path. अर्थात जिस दिन आपके सामने कोई समस्या ना आए, आप सुनिश्चित हो सकते हैं कि आप गलत रास्ते पर चल रहे हैं. थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Very good. Everyone, give them a big applause. Okay, everyone. Continue. Akshat.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Now I would like to call Gyanshu from class 9th. Present his slogan.
Hello everyone, my answer from name is you the for made by education. Another one who has with them as for to the matter. And education is the hammer turning of the treasure chest which have golden future of our world. Happy to all.
Gyanshu, I think you were not audible properly. Can you repeat it?
Hello everyone, my name is Gyansu Kushwaha from class 9A. My slogan is the key of the future travel. Make the treasure in the education that is to the school. Education is the hammer into a which of the treasure chest which have the goal future of the world. Thank you. Happy to
Okay, no problem, Dipanshu. Gyanshu, I think there are some network issues.
Must be some network issues. It's okay. Very good. Hope you'll be audible soon. Okay. Now moving to the next one. Yeah. Now I would like to call Akshat and Harshit from class 9th for a debate session.
Thank you. Swami Vivekananda said that youth is the best time. The way in which you utilize this period will decide the nature of coming year that lie ahead of you. Hello everyone, respected principal ma'am, the teachers and my buddies. I am Akshat Bhardwaj and today I am going to present my views in the favor of the topic youth today is emotionally weak or unstable. I think youth is the most important asset for any country because it is the most productive sector. But youth today is not going on the right path. The youth emotionally is very very weak. Just a small incident happen and the youth today they go in depression and they suicide. They are lacking that mental toughness. And I think the main cause of that is distraction. The youth easily gets distracted and after that they get affected. So Harshit, do you think that today's youth is not that mentally strong?
Hello everyone, my name is Harshit Joshi. I'm a student of 9th A. Today I will be participating in debate with my classmate Akshat Bhardwaj. Today I am going to be presenting my views on the opposition of the topic youth today is emotionally weak or vulnerable. As you were saying, Akshat, yes, I would agree with you. But there are some things today you can do. They don't really lose their confidence quickly. Feel free to correct me.
Yes, I agree with you. There are some things that no one can do better than the youth, but most of them are not going on the right path. Suicide is the fourth leading cause of death among 15 to 19-year olds. And do you know why so? Because they are not emotionally and mentally strong.
I didn't know till now, but I had a pretty good idea of it. But most of our brilliant people are our youth. They have their weaknesses, but we can't ignore their potential.
Yes, I agree. They have that potential and also they have some weaknesses. But if we just focus on what we have done till now or what's our potential, we will not be able to grow that much. To be more productive for yourself, for the society, and for the world, we will have to focus on their and our weaknesses. And when the majority is not going on the right path, we can say that the youth is going on the right path.
That's an accurate fact, Akshat. But we can say every living being is not in the right path. We humans are complex in every way possible. You can't just blame the youth because they are not taught well about the working of life.
I agree with you. Today's youth is not being taught well from what they see in their surroundings. They learn, and people today do not care about these facts. They just care themselves. Uh, the youth's learning from the surroundings and is getting ruined. So I would request you to suggest some ways through which the youth can be made emotionally and mentally strong.
Okay, Akshat, here are some points. Exercise your mind. Just like your muscles, your mind needs to be exercised to gain strength. Growth and development take consistent work, and if you haven't pushed yourself recently, you might not be growing as much as you can. Mental strength is built through a lot of small wins, maintained through the choices we make every day. Challenge yourself. Uh, Albert Einstein once said, one should not pursue the goals that are easily achieved. One must have developed an instinct for what we can just barely achieve through one's greatest effort. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, you often go beyond the imaginable.
Well, that's true, but I would like to ask you, when you take the youth as a whole, would you refer to the majority to judge them or the minority?
Sorry, please. I wouldn't be able to make a judgment just based on the majority or minority. Most of the times, the numbers speak the truth, but we can just take most as an accurate measure when it comes to important human lives.
But it is not possible to go to every single person considered as youth. So you'll have to judge them on the basis of the what the majority does, right?
Well, that's where the real problem comes in, Akshat. It depends on the situation and the relatable sense of justice. No one would say that ninth A is bad because three students got bad marks, nor would anyone say that whole class is good if three students got full marks. No one has a sense of justice that is correct in every situation.
So if three students got bad marks in class ninth A out of 28, then what would you think about that class?
I would say that majority of the class is good, but not that the whole class is good.
So that is what I am trying to say. The majority of the youth is emotionally and mentally weak.
Well, Akshat, that's not the point. If I had to decide, I won't be able to make a fair decision. That's a problem for another debate.
Then I think this is where the debate ends because we both have proved our points, but the outcome is it's a topic for another debate. So I would like to thank all the listeners for listening to both of us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Well, that was an incredible debate. I
Now
want a
moving
big
further.
applause.
Shared with
It
Google
was
Meet.
so good. Give them a round of applause, guys. And it'll be more fun. It'll be more fun if you'll switch on your cameras because I'm not enjoying with this scenario. Please switch on your cameras. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Now, moving further, I would call Anushka from class 10th A for her speech.
Thank you. Hello everyone. Thank you for having me here. My name is Anushka Pandey and today I'm going to discuss on our role as a youth in nation building. Nation building refers to the process of engaging all the citizens in the development of the nation. As future as well as the present of our country is in the hands of its youth. So the contribution of youth is important in the structuring the nation. The youth is the time when innovative and creative thoughts and ideas pop up in mind and which shape up the community and the nation we live in. The policies, plan, and development work of the nation can best be implemented by youth. They are more enthusiastic and energetic if their potential is used in the right direction. They can ensure rapid progress. Youth, uh, youth contributes major portion of the total national population. Around 25% population of the world is youth. Such a major portion of the population play an important role in the development of the nation can't be ignored. The determination and energy which youth can work make them the most valuable and capable citizen of the nation. However, it is important that youth get to exercise their freedom of speech, idea, and opinion. They should get the right platform to voice their opinion, share their ideas, and showcase their talent. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Anushka. That was a great speech, and I think you all have prepared pretty well for your activities.
Yes, of course they did, Akshar. Okay, so a part of this, actually, I'm just about to say something. Even I was thinking about it. When I was in eighth, I was feeling so low and I faced very few bad things. So I read one quote about by this Swami Vivekanand ji. Even I want to share with you guys. May I?
Yes, please do.
Okay. It is about on self-reflection. Talk to yourself once in a day, otherwise you may miss meeting an intelligent person in this world. This will actually change your opinion about yourself. So as I did. Okay, let's continue. Now I would like to call Harsh Kumar from 12th B to present his slogan.
A very pleasant good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Harsh and I want to present my slogan which is given by Swami Vivekanand. Powerful peoples are able to do whatever they like. They are often considered morally right because of their strength only. Besides, they have strong willpower and that is why they can scale great heights in life. Whereas weak have no place in the world, weakness led to all kinds of miseries. The weak minded people do not possess a strong willpower, so they cannot even dream of accomplishing great tasks. That's why Swami Vivekananda said that strength is life and weakness is death. Thank you.
Very good, good job. Please continue, Akshay.
Yes. Well done, Harsh. And now I would call Abhay Shukla from class 9th A for his speech.
Thank you for calling me. My name is Abhay Shukla. I am a student of class 9th A. Today, I am here to give a speech about our role in nation building as a youth. The role of youth in nation building or development is very important. This is because of the fact of the development of any nation lies in the future generation. The democracy, economy, technology, and the improvement of the medical science all lies in the hand of youth. Poverty, unemployment, global warming, and pollution of many times are the problem which our world is facing today. The answer to solving all these problems lies with the next generation. History is evident that the next generation has been the answer to solve future problems. As time passes by, it's required to adapt to the changes and bring a change in the society. The youth is capable of doing so. We can bring a change in society. So, what is the role of youth for a better tomorrow? What are the qualities that are required to bring a change in society? These two questions are very important, and all students should know the answer to them. To answer this question, the role of youth in national buildings essays is written. We hope that student can help in making national building more developing. Thank you.
That was a wonderful speech, Abhay. Can we have a round of applause for Abhay?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I'd like to call the student of class 11 to present their skill.
Good morning, Honorable Principal Ma'am and my teachers. I'm Ravinder from class 11th D. On today, on the occasion of Youth Day and 159th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand. On this day, we are going to represent an incident from the life of Swami Vivekanand in the form of skit.
Come, Naren, what are you doing? Eat your food. It's already late.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Sorry guys, some network issue. I am starting again. Good morning, Honorable Principal Ma'am and my teachers. I'm Ravinder from class 11th B. Today, on the occasion of Youth Day and 159th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand. On this day, we are going to represent an incident from the life of Swami Vivekanand in the form of skit. In this skit, Pratibha as Swami Vivekanand and Kirti Sharma as Swami Vivekanand's mother. Swami Vivekanand wants to represent India and Hinduism in the Parliament of Religion in Chicago. Before going, his mother wanted to test him whether he was the right person to preach India and Hinduism. Now, Kirti and Pratibha, please go ahead.
Come, Naren, what are you doing? Eat your food. It's already late.
Yes, Ma, I am coming. Wait a minute.
Have you done your packing? Don't forget to take your necessities with you.
What else is required for a religious monk? Instead of his beliefs and thoughts, I am going to Chicago to tell people the real meaning of Hinduism.
Okay, come and sit with me for some time before leaving.
Okay, Ma.
Listen, take care of yourself there and do not get involved in any trouble. Would you like to have some fruits?
Yes, Ma.
Okay, wait, I will cut it for you.
No, Mother, let me cut them.
Now, Naren started eating and offered his mother too.
Son, pass me the knife, please.
Here you go, Ma.
Oh, my kind hearted son, I'm so happy. You have passed the test. You are now eligible to preach this world.
Mother, what are you talking about?
Son, when I asked for the knife, I saw how you passed the knife to me. You gave it by holding its sharp edge and kept the wooden handle towards me so that I would not get hurt while handling it. This means you care for others, and this was your test which you have passed. I hope you will always care about others the same way you care about me in the future. And to have compassion and being able to take good care of others is a remarkable quality. It is the law of nature that the more selfless you are, the more will receive. And you did so, son.
Yes, Ma. We have to grow from inside. None can teach us, none can make us spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul.
Thank you, Pratibha and Kirti. In this script, everyone saw that how Swami Vivekananda was protected over his mother. His mother also understood that he is the right person to preach Indian Hinduism. As Swami Vivekananda, the man who started everyone, when he opened his speech with "My brothers and sisters of America" at the Parliament of Religion in Chicago in 1893, was an intellect and spiritual leader. His great orating skills and graduate knowledge put the Indian religion on the world map along with other religions. Vivekananda was a man with deep footing in both science and religion. Science gave him answers to the how things work, and spirituality taught him about all the whys the world. His teaching showcased how science and religion can coexist in harmony without coming in each other's way. Thank you all.
That was really nice and enjoyable. Can we have a big
Yeah,
round?
very well done. Enjoyable and nice. Please give them a big round of applause. This time a big one.
Now,
Thank you, everyone.
I'd like to call Aryan and Sakshi for another debate session.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Aryan Sharma, and I am from class 11th C. Today, I am going to speak in favor of today's generation's youth that they are more productive than in the past. So, there are many reasons and facts about it. According to the data of Pew Research Center, today's youth are better educated as compared to the past generations. There are many new courses and opportunities for them, so they are doing quite well in it. The present generation youth is more advanced in terms of technology, and they actually grew up in the age of internet. According to a Forbes report, today's youth can easily adapt between platform and technologies and pick up new softwares quickly. They have a better understanding and adaptability with technology. Due to the spread of information technology, today's youth nonetheless have higher expectations than the generations before them. They have a stronger grasp of
Good morning, teachers and my
rights
dear
and
friends.
real vision of tomorrow and capable of accomplishing anything. So I
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. Myself Sakshi Tejan. I am from class 12th B, and today on the International Youth Day, I am here for the debate session. For the topic is present day youth is more productive than in the past. So I am in against of this topic. So I deny this statement. And most of the people nowadays waste their precious times in the gadgets like television, mobile game, etc. They use devices during their work time, study time, and even on the bed instead of sleeping. It distracts people from their work and study, and people lose their interest in their goal as well.
But we have to use modern technology as it are of so many uses.
I'm not saying that not to use it, but to use it at a specific time. We have to make a time schedule for it and to follow it. Work time is work time, and study time is study time.
But from my opinion, if anything has a darker side, then it has a brighter side too. The technology helps in learning. There are many education elements of technology that can help us learning faster. For example, if you are preparing for a tech career and you have a technological background, then you can get an IT degree and make a career in it.
But I also have another point to prove my statement.
Okay.
Apparently, youth of these generations prefer junk food more than the healthy food. And in short term, poor nutrition can contribute to stress, tiredness, and our capacity to work and overtime. It can contribute to the risk of developing some illness and other health. If a person is not physically fit and mentally concentrated, so how they can be productive in their life? What are your reviews about that?
I can't deny the fact, but I'm gonna ask you about.
I think it is all about the preferences and choices. If a person is concerned about their health, so they must eat a proper diet, which includes whole grain fruits and vegetables, because only a healthy diet can lead to a healthy mind and healthy body.
Yeah, sure, but if I jump to a conclusion, so today's youth is full of strength and intellectual capability, which if properly utilized could assist in turning the invisible into visible and hardship into success, thus loading to the overall growth of an individual and nation at large. So, what are your views on it?
I do have found a conclusion for our debate. In my opinion, the youth of this generation is lagging behind in many aspects and are not able to grab the opportunities because of their poor lifestyles. If they do focus on their lifestyles and add some innovative innovative things in that, so I think they can be way much more productive. So I think our debate ends up here.
Yeah.
Thank you for all
Thank
the
you,
listeners.
everyone.
That was a spectacular debate. Can we have another round of applause for them?
Dear teachers, may I request you to show please a more enthusiasm to all the participants and please motivate them with a big round of applause, all the teachers and participants and students. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Now, last but not the least, I would like to call Deepak Kushwaha.
First of all, very good afternoon to Mr.
From
Principal
class 12.
First of all, very good afternoon to Mr. Principal and Mr. Teacher and my dear friends. My name is Deepak Kushwaha from class 12-3 and today I am here to speak on a topic, my role as a youth for nation building. Youth is a small word which is made up of few alphabets, but this word represents a huge crowd of young minds who are filled with creativity, new ideas, and who have all the ingredients to build a beautiful nation. Youth is important for nation because every nation requires a new idea for growth and development, and youth have that strength, that knowledge, which help country to move forward. As a part of being of youth, every youngster has a responsibility to do something for their future nation, but most importantly, to do something for their present, because there are many people who are above from the age of youth, but they have also changed the world and play an important role in creating a beautiful nation. And they were capable of doing that because in their young age, they have taken a tough decision to choose what is best for them and what is best for their country. So it won't be wrong to say that youth is just a starting or just a first step toward a future. At this time, India have the largest number of youth, but most of them are unemployed and uneducated. So to build a perfect nation, youth requires knowledge to understand the condition and situation of their country and use their full potential to build a beautiful nation. As a student and as a youngster, I'm not telling that youth should to focus only on big goals. I'm telling that youth should to do something for the country.
and it doesn't matter it would be big or small, because even a small change in the present becomes a reason for a massive change in the future. Thank you all.
What a knowledgeable speech. Thank you.
I think we have one more participant, so I would call Khushi from class 10 for a speech.
Oh, okay.
Akshat, I think Khushi is not here in the meeting, beta.
Okay, ma'am. It was last performance of the day. So they were all wonderful while performing their activities, and this shows the future of the Indian youth. And now I would request our principal ma'am to enlighten us with her words of wisdom.
Thank you, Akshat. First of all, let me congratulate you and Dia for pulling out this show beautifully. I think you were both great hosts, and you were well, in sync, so to say. So you could actually catch up, because a lot of things Dia said, I'm sure they were unplanned. But Akshat, you were smart enough to catch, and same goes for you, Dia. And I must say, you have a very nice, pleasant co-host, Dia, because your bubbliness was well compensated with the kind-hearted, shant, swabhav ka, sharif bacha Akshat, which he's not. Let me tell you that. Anyways, he's smiling, but very good effort put by everybody, and in a very short span of time. I remember when I had a meeting with the activity in charges, we wanted to do it a week ago, but then it was only a day before yesterday that we finalized what we need to do, and in such a short span of time, all the students putting this show together is beautiful, and it's an effort well done for sure. There are few things that I noticed, that while you were having a debate, I don't think, children, that in a debate you ever reach a conclusion, because either you are for the topic or you're against the topic. So what happens is that you first present your viewpoint, and the other person has to listen carefully and then do an interjection by cross questioning. That's it. So it was more of a conversation and an argument, so to say, a soft argument, right? But then it was nicely done, and everybody put their point across very well. So we'll probably have another time when we can talk about, Akshat, especially the idea of justice versus the idea of performance. So if 3 students in 9A are good, doesn't mean the class is good, because performance and justice are 2 different things altogether. They're 2 different topics. So there is an average performance of the entire class, and then there is an individual performance. So if you have done very well, you will probably influence the entire grade, the average grade of grade 9. And if you've not done well, you will contribute to the average grade going down. Whereas your individual grade also matters at some point of time, because you're a unique individual. And same goes for every child at every class, be it grade nursery or grade 12. Lastly, I would just like to say that all of you had presented some beautiful ideas. You made beautiful posters of your slogans. And the good part that I really enjoyed was that you did not just say the slogan and went away. You actually talked a little bit about it in 5 to 7 lines, which was very beautifully done. I think it was a very good effort, because that kind of showed us all that you really believe in what you picked up. And we can all make small efforts. For example, the play that we saw, the short play, we learned that how to kind of respectfully and politely address your elders. You could do that in your daily life, children. For example, if your teacher would ask you for a pen, remember to remove the cap and then hand over the pen. That I do it even with my boss, right? So you can do it with your teachers while you send in your WhatsApp messages. Please send the link to the classroom, replace with respected ma'am, could you please send the link for the next class? So something like this can be done at your own level to show that you really care and respect. And Swami Vivekanand, I remember as a Hindi student of grade 9, we had a lesson on his biography. I hope Santosh ma'am, आपको याद होगा वो पतली सी हिंदी की किताब आती थी, तो मैंने स्कूल में ग्रेड 9 में उनकी बायोग्राफी पढ़ी थी. एंड द ओनली थिंग आई लर्नड अबाउट हिम फ्रॉम दैट लेसन टिल द टाइम आई कीप हियरिंग अबाउट हिम टिल डेट इज दैट ही वाज अ मैन ऑफ रिलीजन एंड साइंस, एज राइटली पुट बाय ऑल ऑफ अस, which made him think. which made him question. So, whatever you do, just breathe, think, and then act. Be sure that you are mindful of what you're talking, what you're doing, what you're thinking. Right? So, and question everything. If you're asked to blindly follow a rat race, don't do that. If you're asked to, follow your, your younger ones or the elder ones who have done really well, and if you're not able to do very well, please question it, because you're a different individual with different kind of unique traits, and you have your own strengths, you have your own opportunities, you have your own weaknesses. And, maybe I get scared of heights, Dia won't. Right. And Durgesh ma'am cooks really well. I don't. So I have my own traits, which are my strengths, and you all have your own. So celebrate yourself and do everything that suits you. And make sure that you think and question everything. Being science students, at least until grade 10, we are all taught to wonder. We are all taught to invent. We are all taught to think and question. Don't lose that grip in your life and all the decisions that surround you as children also. You know when to shut the door, and you know when to open the door to compassion, to love, to learning. You all know that we all have to have our timetables. My timetable may not be equal to Nikita ma'am's timetable, and Nikita ma'am's study habits may not be equal to my study habits. We are two different people, and we will do what suits us the best. So on this National Youth Day, I would only like to tell all the elders who are present here, including myself, I know we all know it, but just to remind that the youth clearly is more assured of what they want. They are clearly more aware than we are. They're 10 steps ahead, and we make an effort every day to stay in alignment with you all, so that we can teach you, we can be with you, we can love you, we can ask you to accept us and learn together. But I think only thing we need to do with the youth is to believe in them. And at this point of time, all my teachers are here. I am here. We just would like to tell all you children that the one thing that we will never lose hope is the faith in you, that you will do well in your lives, wherever, whenever you go. So with this, I end this so-called, comparatively lamba speech, because Nikita ma'am is smiling. So thank you so much. Again, the activity in charges, thank you for putting this show together at such a short notice. And I'm sure all the comments that you're getting in the chat box are enough to encourage you and to make you do very well, even for tomorrow's Lodi function. Thank you very much, children. Wish you a very, very, very happy Youth Day. Every day, please celebrate yourself and stay happy in whatever you want to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the words of appreciation. And now I would like to invite Nikita ma'am for presenting a short motivational video.
One day. Be
Let that day be today for everybody. Let that day be today. Thank you, Nikita
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank
Nikita
you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Sorry, ma'am. Even if any teacher wants to continue with their words, you can. No one?
Okay, I think I want to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, there's a history I have read about Swami Vivekanand. Sorry, I'm not well, so please bear with me. So, what I have read in that thing, in that history, that initially Swami Vivekanand was not a religious person. After coming under the, under the, what can I say, under the group of Swami Ram Paramhans. After that, he got some religious knowledge, and only after that, he became a religious person. So initially, he was not that into religion thing. He was more a scientific person. He was more into science and these things. But after that, after meeting Swami Ramhans Param Krishna, he became a more religious person. And if we are talking about youth, I think youth is future. Youth is future, and we should encourage youth only, because youth is something that will build us all together. So that's the only words I want to convey.
Thank you, ma'am. Very knowledgeable thing to
And
know.
may we remain forever young, all of us.
Yes, ma'am,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
sure. That's all I want. That's all we want.
And now, I would like to thank all of you for joining and listening to us. Thank you so much again for making this event a success.
Thank you, everyone.